Welcome back to Broncos Country Tonight, joined by Broncos tight end Nick Vannett. Nick, thanks so much for joining us, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Do you join all the Zoom meetings with palm trees behind you every single time with the rest of the coaches and players?
Dude, so I actually just started this about a week ago. So this spot I'm at now, I just moved into it at the beginning of the month. Dude, I've been in Southern California since February, so before the whole coronavirus thing started, I originally planned on staying here until mid-April, right? Just when we would report back to the facility and kick off the off season.
We were just talking about tight ends in the previous segment. I'd love to kind of get your perspective on what separates some of the best tight ends in the league, in your opinion.
You look at some of the best tight ends right now, I would say George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz, just to name a few. Darren Waller's pretty good. Those guys are all very athletic. They almost have like a little tenacity to them. It's a little more than just kind of getting open and catching the ball. I mean, those guys are able to make plays like after the catch. It's all about gaining that yak, and especially George Kittle. I mean, dude, he just has that swagger in every part of this game, in the run game and in the pass game. That's what kind of separates him from, not by much, but that's kind of what separates him from the rest of the tight ends in the league.
Do you enjoy one aspect of it more than another? And you mentioned all the things a tight end has to do. If you're Noah Fant in this offense last year, you got to carry the football too.
Yeah, I did actually see some clips of that. Yeah, that's what makes it so fun, is that I love how it's almost like they can trust us to be able to do anything that they want us to do, whether they want to split us out wide, run a go ball, go against a corner, whatever, line up against a linebacker versus man out there, have us, split out in the slot. I mean, dude, we can play almost any position. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I get just as much enjoyment out of putting someone in the dirt as I would making a first down catch. For me in college, like I had to put a lot of use of my blocking, because when you got Zeke Elliott in the backfield, you're gonna give him the ball majority of the time. So I kind of had to, and I wasn't much of my game out of high school. I was more split out. I was like the bigger guy, athletic guy, so they kind of took advantage of me in the pass game. But when I got to college, I kind of had to learn to put my hand in dirt and block. So I really kind of embraced that role, and I noticed that, like, I think that I just take pride in being like a two-way player. I take pride in trying to be able to do both at a high level and as well as I can.
I wonder for you, and this has come up obviously with Noah Fant, and I think any young tight end, it takes sometimes a little bit of time to acclimate to the league. So for you, what was the acclimation point? How long did it take you to feel like, okay, I have a really good grasp of what the coaching staffs are expecting of me?
Yeah, there definitely is an acclimation period. I think it really took me a couple of years, to be honest. And the thing that kind of hurt me is, like, when I got drafted my rookie year, I went to Seattle. I had a very strong OTA, did really well in camp. And then I had a grade 3 high ankle in my second preseason game. So that kind of put me out 8 weeks. So I had some good momentum, but then that kind of slowed me up. And then, like, I was trying to play catch up from that point, and really kind of turned into like a redshirt year for me. And then, really, so I didn't really get I wouldn't say it was a wasted year, but I wasn't able to take advantage of that opportunity as I would have if I was healthy. And then, like, the following year, I felt like you kind of learn some savviness just by the experience of, being on the field and playing against some of these really good guys. I mean, it's a huge jump from college. It really is. Like, these guys are, you got some of these 300-pounders that are so quick, you can just shoot the gap so fast, and it's all about timing and technique. And if you don't have that, or if you're a little like a second late, the running backs can get blown up, and the quarterbacks can get blown up in the backfield. So it's really just, discipline of being on top of every game and on top of every move, and that's just how it goes.
Who's the toughest guy you've gone up against in the pros so far?
Dude, the first thing that comes to my mind is DeMarcus Lawrence. with the Cowboys. I would say him, definitely Von Miller, because I remember in Seattle we played the Broncos 18, first game of the year. So it's just like those super quick guys that are very strong at the same time, where you just don't really know what you're gonna get from them. Like, because there's some guys you see on film, like, okay, this guy's a big guy, you know, he's just gonna try to get, you know, he's just trying to bully, he's just gonna try to get real physical with you. And then you'll see some lighter guys that are like, okay, you know, he's just gonna be really quick, like he's got to be a little patient, catch his move. Then you have guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, you know, Von Miller, Khalil Mack, where like they're so quick and they're so strong at the same time that, like, man, you just don't. It's just a chess game. You know, it's really a chess game because you really don't know what move you're going to get from him. So those are some of the hardest guys that I've had to go against. Definitely. I mean, it's just a back and forth battle. You just got to realize that you're not going to win every single rep you go against them. So you just gotta, you know, it's just a war. You just got to keep fighting back the whole time.
So, of course, this year, a little bit of a challenge with the offseason, not getting a chance to really work together. You're going to have to wait until training camp. What are you guys hoping that you can do in that short amount of time to really get ready for the season? How difficult is that going to be?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little difficult, like you said, because this is a time where normally we would be together, OTAs, mini camp. This is where we would start gaining that chemistry, especially with the new guys that we have on the team, myself included. You know, it's gonna be tough, you know, to build that chemistry. But, you know, I think, you know, these Zoom meetings have helped a little bit as far as like being in the same, you know, meeting rooms or the meeting chats, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of talking the same lingo, just talking the same language. Mentally, I think that helps. But as far as like on the field stuff, you know, this is the time where, you know, we really need to be able to link up with the guys and link up with the team, and just to try to take as much opportunities or as many opportunities as we can, as far as getting together, working together, trying to learn each other. And matter of fact, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I was actually out in Denver for the weekend, and, you know, luckily I was able to link up with Drew and get a session in with him. I did, you know, because for me, it's like, you know, I know he's a young guy, and, you know, obviously we don't know each other very well. So, and like I said before, like, you know, with this being a time where we would normally be together and, you know, running plays together as a team, and since we're not, like, you know, we got to take as much advantage as we can of this. And so, you know, I'll be able to get on Denver July 1st, and I'll be out there the whole month. So I plan on taking advantage of that time just to try to link up with Drew as much as I can, and try to get with all the other receivers and maybe the whole offense, just to kind of do some stuff on our own, just to make up for this time that we're losing.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing you out here in Denver. In the meantime, enjoy that sunshine out in California. We appreciate the time.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.